right, guys, welcome back. Episode 8. We're nearly getting to this 10th episode.
Yeah, we are. Hey, 2 more.
So
I was trying to do maths.
2 more
Right.
weeks.
Time flies.
Yeah.
Episode 8.
Yep.
This episode is going to be a very special one.
Yep. And to start off the
because-
special part is happy birthday, Val.
Thank you.
Hey.
Thank you very much.
45 years old.
45 years old.
Nah. Look, he's only 43. He's still got 2 years to go.
I've still got
People
2
are going to
years.
start believing that, honestly.
I know, eh? Nah, 28 years old, getting older,
Yep.
getting wiser.
Are you now?
I don't know.
Older
I think
and-
I'm losing brain cells
and
with
bolder.
this United team. But look, episode 8,
Yep.
very special edition of this episode because we are celebrating Ange Postecoglou.
Yep.
Um,
I did bring the trophy. Well, one of our trophies.
It's not the Europa League trophy, but,
My trophy, but it's fine. Close enough.
it's close enough.
Close
it's a
enough.
trophy. Trophy's a trophy.
Yeah, exactly.
Look, massive result for Tottenham fans.
Yep.
Not so much for United fans, but
Yep.
I was speaking to you guys before, and I was speaking to Falcon as well before. I'm very happy for Ange. This is something big for coaches in Australia.
Yep.
Something that we wanted because it gets our name out there as well.
100%.
He copped a lot of crap during the season,
Mm-hmm.
saying that he's not the right coach for it. But he proved everyone wrong, and like he said, he always wins in his second season.
He always wins.
Always wins. But
You know?
look, congratulations to Ange and Spurs. Well deserved as well. Look,
Yeah.
a lot of people are going to say it was a shit game. It was probably
Well,
it was one
I
of the
will-
worst games I've watched.
I will agree with that. It was.
Yeah, but football doesn't have to be pretty to
No,
get
no.
results.
No, it's not about the prettiness.
And
It's
the
just.
thing is, but this is the thing, right? They scored.
Mm.
They sat back. They waited. They
Mhm.
scored.
Mm-hmm.
They sat back. They defended. And
Yeah.
game over.
Yeah, I know. But
We did it. We did it with Mourinho.
Something.
yeah, I
that-
know. You parked the bus.
But at
Nah.
the same time, I think
No, Mourinho parked the plane.
Yeah, you parked
I was
everything.
I was
Parked the stadium.
I was watching an episode of DR Sports.
Mm.
Robbie Lyle was talking, and he was saying that Ruben Amorim has disrespected the Premier League by being cocky and playing 3 at the back with United, which
Well,
is
how's that? Well, no. That's,
look. Arsenal fans
that's
are
a
trying to
weird-
get
No, but look,
nitpicky
okay.
now because they've
no,
lost.
but that makes no sense because when Conte came for Chelsea, played 3 at the back.
3 at the back.
So what's the not even that? Like Guardiola even does that sometimes.
yeah,
You know what I mean? So I don't know. Is
Look,
he an
I think it's
Arsenal
just-
fan? Arsenal fan, I'm assuming. Yeah,
Robbie
yeah.
is one of the biggest Arsenal fans.
It's Robbie.
AFTV.
AFT Robbie. Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
saying that he.
Delusional. Okay, makes sense.
But yeah, look, it's. I was happy for Ange. Wasn't disappointed one bit because
No.
I wanted him to win it. Wanted
Yeah.
him to prove
Not for Tottenham.
everyone wrong.
Not for Tottenham.
Not for Tottenham, for Ange.
For
Because I
Ange.
think the Tottenham fans
didn't
don't
care
deserve a
about the
coach like Ange.
Exactly.
Regardless, I don't want to, because we're being biased here because he's Australian and whatnot and he's got a Greek background or whatever.
Yeah.
That's not the point. The point is he copped so much shit.
Mm.
He won the Europa League, something that Mourinho, Conte and Pochettino
A lot of them.
could not do,
Exactly.
let alone win a trophy with Spurs.
100%.
So
Arteta couldn't do it. I'm serious.
He
Arteta
couldn't.
couldn't
Yeah,
do
he
it.
couldn't do it.
They,
No.
they didn't get to the semis.
no.
Yeah. No, but look. It was a terrible game to watch. I watched that whole thing, and I was praying to God that United doesn't not score because I did not want it to go extra time because it would have been more depressing to watch.
Yeah.
It was literally just bombing the ball up for Tottenham, and I don't know what's wrong with United. Like, don't get me wrong, their team is terrible. Okay, Højlund, the way they use him is completely wrong.
Mm.
Okay, and I think, and you got Diallo. I believe what they were doing, they were crossing the ball in when there's no one there.
Yeah.
Everyone is like, because how do you say, Højlund is a hold-up player. He's like Lukaku. You got to give him the ball, hold up, play the free ball. Okay? But so when you got Diallo trying to cross the ball in, there's like no one there. They had no style of football. It was pretty much plain. If anything, it was literally a Division 2 team in Sunday League.
Yeah,
Grassroots.
it didn't look.
It didn't look that good. A Division 1 team played better than them in Australia. Like that's how bad they were.
Don't forget, it was 16th versus 17th.
Yeah,
So
no, it's
it
no,
looked
but
like a championship game.
no,
like
but you know what
looked
it is though.
bad.
You know what it is. it explains why they are in that position in the first place in that game. Just watching that game, it explains why.
Yeah.
You know? But the fact, like Tottenham, the only thing with Tottenham, and it goes to Ange as well, and the fans with Tottenham fans who are gonna love Ange now. Well, be so happy, over the moon for winning the trophy, finally winning the trophy.
Some are still saying, let's
Yeah.
sack him.
Yeah, sack him and all, but they don't realize the injuries, man. I still can't get over how many injuries these guys
Yeah.
had, and
But
they
it wasn't
won
just the
with those injuries
But it wasn't just the injuries. Look at from the start of the season. Injuries and red cards.
and red cards. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Injuries and red cards. I think it was Pedro Romero.
Romero.
Came back from an injury, got sent off the
His next game, I know. I think it was Stamford Bridge.
Son was lucky to come
Was
back as well. So he played,
Yeah.
half an hour?
Yeah, but this is what I'm trying to say. They played with a weaker team,
Yeah.
even a weaker team. Like with injuries, no Son. Son didn't do nothing, okay, and they still end up winning.
Yeah.
A United team, and don't get me wrong, that is the worst United team ever.
Yeah.
Fact.
United.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd say we had a better team even with Moyes. Like,
Yeah, you do. You did. You did. Even Mourinho.
even though we had Phil Jones at the back, but Phil Jones was actually all right.
He had those faces, bro.
Yeah.
You remember those faces?
He tried hard.
But you know what? Look, you had who's left United now?
A lot of them.
Yeah, everyone.
There's no one there, bro. When you look at that
Betis.
team.
De Gea left
Yeah.
from that team.
Yeah.
De Gea left.
Yep.
Right. And what's he done with Fiorentina?
Yeah, he's done well. He'd be
Anthony
actually-
left.
Yeah.
And look what he's done.
McTominay.
McTominay.
Yeah.
Left.
Won the Scudetto.
Won Scudetto. He scored
And
today
they
too.
just-
At this time, because of recording, Napoli played today this morning,
This morning.
and Inter, and Napoli. Both teams won,
Both teams
but
won, but Napoli.
Napoli
We're
went through
forgetting
by points.
someone. Someone's in a Conference League final.
Sancho.
Anthony.
Yeah, he said Anthony.
Yeah.
Did you say Anthony?
I did.
Yeah,
And
but
Sancho.
Sancho too. Don't
It
forget
said
Sancho.
Sancho.
Yeah, don't forget
Sancho.
Sancho. Yeah,
Sancho as well.
So- So all these players that were part of that very weak United team that we just discussed they're all playing amazing football now.
Yeah.
yeah.
No, I
So what
agree.
does that tell
I
you? Is
agree.
it the coach?
It's
Is
the
it the
club.
club?
No, it's the
It's the
club in
club.
general.
It's something.
It's the club.
Yeah. So
Because
there's something.
we said the same thing with Mourinho. We said the same thing with Solskjaer.
Mm.
Said the same thing with Ten Hag.
Yep.
Quite frankly, like, all right, you can say Ten Hag's style of play in the Premier League did not suit like the Dutch style of play, but at
He
the
still
same
won you
time, you
guys
know
I
what?
trophies.
heard.
He still won us trophies, but
Ten Hag is. I think he's going to Bayer Leverkusen now.
he's 2-year deal,
Yeah.
2-year project.
Good
but
move. Good
solid move.
Good replacement for
Dutch and German,
Yeah,
similar style of play.
100%.
Dutch is a bit
Especially
more.
in that team. Watch out the
Well,
blueprint
there's
that
the,
Dutch
the
league
problem
is-
is the problem is Bayer Leverkusen are losing players.
Yeah.
Jonathan Tah's going to Bayern, which is confirmed. And
Frimpong.
Frimpong. Yeah, well, total agreement
That's a
has.
big one.
Yeah, Frimpong's going to
Frimpong,
Liverpool, and Wirtz has agreed personal terms with Liverpool as well, and that's a big move on its own. They're losing players, but I think they'll regain some players anyway. They'll probably buy some players here and there, but
Yeah.
I don't like Ten Hag will do a good job. I think he'll do an okay job as a manager.
Because he suits it.
He
I
suits
think
it.
Dutch football compared to German football is similar, but I think
Yeah.
Dutch football is a bit more
But,
aggressive.
yeah, and with Amarin, you know what they said? They said that Ange outplayed him. Like
He
he
did.
outsmarted him, out-tacticked everything. Ange,
He did.
he did.
And Ange figured out that United can't finish. So I'm gonna
Literally.
defend.
Yeah.
I will give them the ball so
Yeah.
they can give it back to
But-
me, so I can give it back.
But you
to
have to
them.
admit though, the goal was scrappy.
It was a
it was
scrappy
scrappy ass
goal.
goals.
It was a
Yeah.
scrappy goal.
Well,
But
look,
you
a
know
goal's a
what?
goal. Went in the net.
United,
Yeah.
Garnacho had a chance.
Yeah,
Garnacho had a clear chance.
Mm.
You have to bury, and he didn't.
yeah.
I
But-
think that was probably the one chance for United that whole game where
But they barely had popper chances. No, none of them did. I would say Tottenham had some, but honestly, when I look at it, it was such a shit game. It was so depressing to watch, honestly.
Yeah.
But good on to Ange, not Tottenham, but Ange. I'm actually so happy that he's won it, and like you said, it's so good for the Australian community, coaches.
Football
football
in
itself.
like in general, like
Yeah.
football in general in Australia,
Yeah.
we want it to grow massively,
Yes.
and I think this has put us on the map.
Yeah.
He put us on the map as well in the World Cup, I reckon.
Yeah. Well,
He put us
his
on the
coaching
Asian map.
staff as
like,
well. He's got Jedinak, who's played at Crystal Palace for so
he's
many
got
years.
Montgomery, who was at Mariners.
Yeah.
He got Serge. Funny enough, I had the pleasure of meeting Montgomery and Serge. They were both. Montgomery was the head coach of
Central.
Mariners.
Yeah.
Serge was the assistant when I did my, when I ended up being at Mariners for a bit. Meeting them was like, they're very humble. They're very humble. They
Down to
earth people. You know what I mean? It was an honor. Being with them, but it was sad because they left. Montgomery got a gig at I think it was the Hilburnian. He went to Scotland, so
Yeah.
I didn't have time to. I didn't have time to meet and know like how they coach and whatnot.
Yeah.
Mark Jackson came in and took over the Mariners, so that's
Yeah.
when it went on from there. But look, they all deserve it. Jedinak and all that. Like it's good to have those sort of coaches. It grows the football.
Well,
in
look how
Australia.
far they've come to get there, especially Ange Postecoglou.
Especially Ange.
Yeah.
Ange won in Asia.
Yeah, Brisbane War.
Did back to back
in
with
Europe.
Brisbane.
Yeah.
I don't think he
So-
won with victory, but
Well, he's won. Like you said, every second year.
yeah. But
He's won something. He's at the end of the day, he's a what do they say? A winning coach. Like he
is, yeah. He can
yeah,
win,
he'll win you
trophies.
something eventually.
You've got coaches, and like we say, Mourinho's the special one.
Mm.
I think for Ange, he's the second season specialist.
Yeah,
He's
no,
the
I
second
think-
one.
He's the second one.
He's the second one.
No, look, it's very happy for Ange, very happy for Tottenham.
Yeah,
Because
good on him.
It's-
we were talking
Let them
about
celebrate.
transfers, boys. We're talking about transfers before.
Mm.
There's two things that I saw actually. United have listed their whole squad, and they've actually put a price on every player,
Yeah.
including Bruno.
Yeah.
So that didn't surprise me. I
Mm.
think you guys do need change, but
Mm.
with Trent moving to Madrid,
Yeah.
what Madrid wants to do now, they want to buy him. They want to wait for his contract to end with Liverpool
Mm.
because they've got the Club World Cup, and that's got big prize money.
Yeah.
But there's rumors going around that they're looking to sign another big player
For
from the
who?
Prem.
Yeah, about who
Saliba.
they're going to get. Yeah, Saliba.
Saliba.
That's not a bad
rumors-
shout.
There's rumors
Who,
that are going
United?
around
No,
Madrid.
Madrid.
Madrid are looking
Oh
to
yeah, I
sign
heard something about
Saliba.
that.
No, but
Saliba.
you know what's more funny is United just they literally need a whole, what do they call it, revamp of their whole team.
It's not
and-
even the team.
I think-
the Glazers and Sir Jim need to
Yeah,
go.
but you know who needs to go? Bruno Fernandes.
Bruno needs to go.
He needs to go.
I've been saying this.
I feel like he's a anchor to the team. Like he needs to get rid of him.
I
Like how
reckon,
Kane is.
I reckon if Fernandez goes to like a Barca or
Go to
No,
a La
no,
Liga
no.
team.
yeah,
La Liga.
yeah.
Not Barca
reckon
Madrid, but
Barca,
La
not Barca.
Liga.
What
Let-
team is going to go to?
Will Betis. Go play for
Hey,
Anthony.
no, you know
Funny
what?
It's not a bad
enough,
shout,
funny
no.
enough, I wouldn't mind
No.
seeing him in an Atletico Madrid jersey.
Yeah, why not? That's what I'm saying. Like
He's-
he's got
Look,
the ability.
The thing with him is he's a player that everything needs to go through him,
Yeah,
and that's not going to work. Not in this day's football.
you never
Because
know.
Now you look at all these midfielders, and look at Barcelona for example.
Mm.
Right, why Barcelona plays so well?
Yeah,
Both their midfielders play together and play out.
yeah,
And you look at the teams that are struggling. You got the teams like United are struggling to create chances to build because Bruno wants to do everything.
Mm.
Arsenal have got Odegaard. He almost wants to do everything.
yeah.
Madrid, yes, they have a strong midfield. Individually, they're very good,
Mm.
but everyone wants to do their own thing.
Yeah.
It doesn't work.
Mm.
Bruno, for me, has always been a selfish player.
Yeah,
And
I agree.
until he moves past that and he takes a step back and lets everyone else play and plays with everyone, wherever he goes, he's not going to be able to perform.
But at the
that
end of the day, that's what I'm trying to say about like United need to get rid of him. It's
Yeah, of
like
course.
it's like how when Kane, I knew for a fact. I said I wish there was a clip of me when we started this, way back. I always said Kane needs to leave to go win a trophy, but Kane needs to leave so Tottenham can win a trophy.
Mm.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's same goes with England. Its team. I don't like. It's like saying now. Look, it's different now in the sense that the curse is broken. Okay.
They both won a
They
trophy.
both won a trophy.
Yeah.
Now it's a possibility that England can win a trophy. But
Yeah,
I've
Kane
always,
still will be there, wouldn't he?
yeah, Kane will still be there. But you never know. You never know.
The curse is
The
broken.
curse is broken.
The
now.
curse is
The curse
broken.
is broken. But I've always said he needed to leave in order to succeed.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
and
you
same
saw
as
it.
Tottenham.
When Kane left, and I think when Kane was there, Kane was scoring goals.
Yeah,
There's no doubt about him being
a clinical
one of,
striker.
if not the best strikers in the
100%.
world. Right? Not just because of the goals he scores, the opportunities he creates.
Yeah,
He's
was
a
a-
player
he's
up
a
there that
playmaker,
can
man.
do everything.
Yeah,
Right? But everything goes through Kane. Everyone relies on Kane.
exactly.
Yeah.
Everyone else takes a step back.
100%.
It's like, okay, but I need everyone else to step up.
And here's another example: PSG, Mbappe.
Mbappe.
Mm.
Give the ball to
Mbappe.
Mbappe, run,
Yeah.
run, go.
They relied on Mbappe. They relied on Messi. Like it's the same thing. I've always said the same thing with these big teams. Like the only one you had to just say that they weren't going to succeed. Well, they will still succeed. They did anyway, if that player was still there, which was Messi. But Messi's different. That's Messi. He's a different player. Okay, he's on his own caliber. Okay, with or without
Messi was doing this
this
in Barcelona. anyway.
exactly.
So it
Exactly.
doesn't change anything.
100%.
Mm.
Same with Ronaldo at Real Madrid. At the end of the day, it's the same thing. But when it comes to these guys that's like from, like, say, Tottenham, PSG, who don't win trophies, they win their league, like PSG, and Tottenham, who doesn't win shit, and Arsenal, as an example, they needed to get rid of Wenger because they weren't going to win anything with him.
Mm.
And we all knew it wasn't going to happen. They got Arteta, or they had Unai Emery, then Arteta. They won cups, FA Cups, Carabao Cup, if they won any of that. They won those, but they're still not winning the Premier League. But those guys, it's Arsenal, so they're bottle jobs, so it's different.
Mm.
They're just bottlers. But but Tottenham and other certain teams, those players who do not leave will not succeed. Well, the club won't succeed, or themselves won't succeed. And that's why when Harry Kane left, but Tottenham has a list of players, even Arsenal has a list of players that have left their club and succeeded. Okay? And Man United's getting the same situation right now.
Well, Man, they've been in that situation for years.
But you've got
Man United bring players who are at the height of their career.
Pogba
And not just
and,
Pogba.
and ruin him.
Look, Di Maria,
Di Maria,
De Gea,
Falcao,
you had, we said Pogba already.
Zlatan.
What was Zlatan? Player slipped my mind. Casemiro and Varane.
Yeah.
Both
Varane was a
performing at
shocking
Madrid.
one.
Both
Varane was bad.
performing at Madrid. They go
And-
to United. They
Varane just went, even Casemiro.
Yeah, but look at their, I could say their age as well.
No, but Varane was young still.
Oh,
How
where's
old
Varane
was he?
at? Age.
He was only like 28 when he went to Real Madrid, I think. Oh, sorry, went to Man United.
Varane left.
28.
Left after like one of the best seasons he's had.
Yeah, exactly.
He was like on a mad streak of seasons.
And it
Casemiro as
was
well.
still with Ten Hag as well when he was.
I
Look,
think so.
You
yeah.
can say, okay, maybe they were slowing down. Not like this.
Not like
No.
that, exactly.
Not like that. No chance.
Exactly. And
then you brought Ronaldo
Mm.
back from Madrid.
yeah,
Okay.
And
Honestly,
what
he
happened to
should have
him?
gone to City. He should have honestly gone to City, but that's a conversation for another day.
yeah.
But he came back. He performed. I think he scored 20 odd goals
He performed, but
on an individual basis. He
Yeah.
performed, but he was complaining.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
was complaining.
he showed. He
Right?
showed. But there's a lot of players like that.
Who was complaining? Ronaldo.
Ronaldo was
Ronaldo,
complaining.
yeah.
Well, he had reasons to complain.
He had reasons
Yeah,
because
well,
he
I'm
was there
saying he's-
before and he said the same thing. It was
Yeah,
the same shit like how
nothing's
he was way
changed.
before.
So,
Nothing's
quite
changed.
frankly, all the fans that were going after Ronaldo saying you're just complaining, you're a whinger,
Yeah.
you're a crier.
When the guy
Whatever
was
you-
scoring goals for
When the
him,
guy
for
was
them.
top
He
goal
was
scorer.
performing.
Exactly.
So what excuses
What
can
does
we
it
say
say?
now?
What does it
Exactly.
say?
He
He turns
then
around
you
and
have
goes, "Oh, I
players who
came
leave.
back. I came back after how many years, and the stadium's still the same shit. Training facility's still the same
stadium
as I
wasn't the
left
same.
it."
The stadium wasn't the same, Val. It was more falling apart. It was
yeah, it's rusted.
rusted.
It's
That's what I'm saying. Like, and
It
a lot
rains. When it rains, it pours.
yeah, exactly. It literally pours. No, that's why there's a lot of players that need to leave certain clubs to perform. Arsenal have lost so many players and they've succeeded. You got Van Persie from Arsenal to United, then they won.
Thierry Henry
Thierry Henry.
went to Barcelona, won the Champions
Yeah,
League.
but he succeeded in his own.
No, but I had to say it because
Okay.
they didn't win anything, and then he went, and then he
Yeah,
won
yeah,
something,
yeah, I know.
something special.
You got
and then he
Naz.
came
You got Nasri. Who
back. Sami
left.
Nasri left.
Look,
Giroud. Giroud.
long story short, Arsenal fans,
United fans.
United fans now. Well,
Yeah.
I can't say
Tottenham is
Look,
agreeably.
look, I
I'm
can't say
saying.
the same for myself because I agree with everything you guys are saying. I'm
Yeah.
not delusional. I don't go, oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
no excuses and all that.
Oh, Liverpool.
Liverpool. No, but I say it straight up as it is. We're a shit house right now.
Yeah.
It's, a lot of improvement from top to bottom needs to happen. We've been atrocious ever since Sir Alex left. I'll
Yeah.
say it straight up,
a
regardless
fact.
of the Europas, FA
100%
Cup. I
it
don't
has.
give a shit.
It's a fact.
I want to win Premier Leagues and I
he
want to
left
win
when he
Champions Leagues.
Huh?
He left when he could.
He left when he could. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he could have
So-
stayed longer.
Speaking of stadiums,
Mm.
what are the best stadiums in terms of atmosphere that you guys would say?
Well, I'll give it to
Shall I
you.
be
yeah.
biased?
Well,
He's going to go straight to
it
Greek
depends. It depends on what you look at it. Okay, so if we say based on where
Fans,
I've been,
noise, atmosphere.
I've been to games, and then there's games where I've seen on YouTube. There's a lot of teams that you could say. But
us the experience.
I'll give you experience. Yeah. So I went to Besiktas. Was it 2021? During COVID, but it was just past it, so everyone's coming back. So the
Yeah,
stadiums
yeah.
are starting to get full. I went to Besiktas games. I went to Adana Demirspor games. But Besiktas ones, my first one, it was -1 degrees, so it was really cold.
Wow.
And we were sitting, you could say, if the stadium, or you could say just not the middle, just like around here. So if this is the stadium side, I was just like sitting over here,
It's like next to the corner.
like next to the corner almost. But ironically enough, the ultras were there. I don't know why they were there.
That's the area.
Yeah, but like you would expect them behind the goals, and then they were just there.
Were they
Next
on
to
the side of
corner.
it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so they had the ultras at the back. They were behind the subs pretty much.
Why weren't they behind the goals?
Because COVID time. So COVID.
Oh.
So it was more.
Oh,
like I
you
said, it
can't
was
blame
starting
them.
to
Then
get
they would have
packed.
been behind the goals if it wasn't COVID.
exactly.
Yeah.
So
They'd be on the field.
Yeah, literally.
so yeah, so I went to there and it was me and my wife. You guys know. And let's just say it was a funny experience. First time going to a Turkish league game. Second time second or third time. And it was a Besiktas game. I never went to one. I wanted to go. Now the thing is, when you go to a Turkish league game, you have to understand the security level is very high. I think we did like 4 security checks before going in. There's like a bunch of soldiers around, guards, everything.
And somehow Flair's still
Guns full on, yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
and
somehow Flair's still
somehow
going.
Flair still managed.
I still don't understand that.
Flair
So-
still managed to get in.
So the one we're trying to go in, and they didn't let. So you're not allowed to go with power banks, okay? Because you might chuck it on the field. Like I'll be like, no, I need the charger. I won't chuck it on the field. And then I remember when we were trying to go in, my wife had her house keys, okay, and the lady, this guard, she's like, you can't take that in, the house keys. And I'm just like, how am I meant to get home? Like, how am I meant to go into my house? Where am I going to leave these keys? You know what I mean? She goes, oh, can you put it somewhere or whatever? I was just like, no. And then I get to her, I just put it in your bag and just go, no, this is our house keys, man. We are allowed to keep this because they think we can chuck it.
Why would you chuck your house keys in the middle?
This
Wait,
is-
and then you're
Think
gonna tell.
about-
Imagine Burak Yilmaz was like, you chucked it in his head, and you go, "Can you give me the keys back, please?" Like, it's stupid. Like security checks are stupid. Like,
but you
all right,
know
I'm
what?
all
You know
for
what?
safety, but that's just going.
Fans are
overboard.
stupid too.
Huh?
Fans are stupid too.
Yeah, but it's football for you. What do you expect?
Yeah. Yeah. So afterwards, we got in, sat on our seat. We had some tea because it'll keep us warm. Bear in mind, I had like 50 coats of layers of clothing. I'll put photos up so people understand how it was, and I'll put a video up of the atmosphere. So this is when Pjanic and Batshuayi was playing
Wow.
for Besiktas. We went to a Besiktas versus Göztepe game, and if anyone knows Turkish fans, you know how the game starts off. So it starts off, obviously, goes quiet, and everyone just goes shh like that,
Oh, yeah,
and then
then
it's
they
just
do
a
the-
1, 2, 3 or BDQ, you know, and then it's just like Besiktas like that or Jim Bomb
That's
or
loud.
something. It's loud. I'll put the video up. that, and then everyone just goes around with him. And this is my first time fully experiencing it. I am jumping around with the crowd. Like, it's just, I'm with the ultras anyway, so I'm going off, you know.
Yeah.
It's the best thing ever going off the fans. You can't have that in Australia. Okay, you can't have that. But in
Mate, you
overseas,
start
in Europe,
yelling here in Australia and you get kicked out.
no,
Like-
over here you're cheering like you're in a school. You know, like go
Yeah.
Karawong. You know, like that. You know, go Banksia. Yeah, go team, go.
I went to the Wanderers game.
Mm. You
But
went,
the RBB was, we went.
we went to the game. It was terrible.
Like, all right, you could hear the RBB.
Yeah.
Not taking anything away from them. RBB is great. They've been great for years or whatever.
Yeah.
But you still, like, you can see there's a split between the RBB and the normal fans.
Yeah.
Like, there's no in
Every
Europe,
fan.
every fan is involved.
Yeah.
Every fan's an ultra, no
Yeah,
matter
exactly.
what. The ones behind the goals are a bit more extreme,
Yeah.
but they're still involved. There,
Yeah.
it's just dead.
No,
Like,
100%. And look, and people
Uncliffe
don't.
has more.
Yeah, straight up.
supporters.
Like we always say, that's another story. Like NPL clubs have more fans than a normal A-League
Yeah.
team. But that's another topic for another story. But continue on. I went in, we watched the game, enjoying it, of course. And then people don't realize how bad these ultra fans sometimes when it comes to swearing. So the guy is literally next to us, and then he just swears at his guy's mum in Turkish. To the goalkeeper for the Göztepe. I was just like, I was looking at my wife, I was like, fuck, like, damn.
That's bad.
You know, and then his mate turns around and goes, sorry. And then we're like, and then his other mate, the one that swore at him for at his mum, goes, why'd you say sorry to him? And he goes, well, sorry, he fucked your mum. And the goalkeeper was looking. So he's just like, he just apologizes. And then he goes, ask why. And then he goes, apologize, he fucked your mum. I was like, bro, what the
Oh
hell?
my God.
You can't ask for a classic ultra fan just like that, bro. Imagine swearing like that.
You hit him with a curveball.
Hit him with a curveball. You know what I mean? You're expecting a big
The
apology.
keeper was like, oh, it's all good. And then he threw that in. It's like, fuck.
He expected a good apology and he was happy. And then he just like, what?
No, that's
but
bad.
but the thing is, right? I've seen some chants from English fans
Yeah, they're bad
that
too.
are just as bad.
Yeah, 100%. But
Yeah, they're
you wouldn't
brutal.
expect shit like that.
But I think the
No,
Eastern,
there's some pretty bad ones.
Yeah.
there is pretty bad ones, but nothing compares to Eastern European fans.
Yeah.
Balkan,
They build
Yeah.
different.
Serbs,
100%.
Croatians.
If I had to go to a game where I not enjoyed, but it was more of a case that it was a good experience. Besides that, of course, but with the fans and all, it was other than a Demisport game. I can't remember who we were playing against, and it was me and my uncle, so we went. Be in mind, but you buy tickets for your seat, you go in, it's packed as hell, your seat's taken, bro. You just find somewhere else. That's how it works. You just find somewhere else. So we sit down, watching the game's 0-0. Like it's entertaining on so. And then my uncle's like, let's leave because it's 0-0. It's 90th minute plus at a time. Let's leave so we miss the traffic. So we start walking up, and then there's chances after chances. It's last minute, and then we're just watching from the rail. And then next thing you know, Stambuli was playing back then. If everyone knows that he used to play for Schalke, Frenchman, midfielder. So he took a long shot from the outside. Right top corner goes in. Last
Wow.
minute. I shit you not, the stadium erupted, and this random bloke just came and jumped on me. I've never met him in my life. He's just like, yeah, he just jumps on me, and it's like I'm doing like a piggyback.
Was he
ride.
leaving as well?
No, he was just watching the game from the swing,
Oh
from the
my
rails.
God.
He just jumps out of nowhere and just jumps on me. I'm just like, bro, do I know you? I'm like, I'm happy. And then I'm like, yeah, like this. And then I got him off me. I was like, get off me. And I looked at my uncle. My uncle's like, let's go. And then we just leave. We just started bolting out. We didn't even finish the
Wow.
game. We just left afterwards.
No, nothing beats Europe atmosphere.
100%.
But you guys thought I was going to be a bit biased and pick Ajax Athens.
You would.
Ajax good. We do. Especially the
You would.
game against Brighton.
Mm.
Brighton have Albion. We did a Europa League away game, and we ended up winning 3-2 against Brighton. It was a good
Yeah.
game as well. No, I want to go to a team that I've been watching on TikTok that I do want to experience.
Mm-hmm.
Not Boca River. I do want to experience Boca River at the Bombonera.
Mm-hmm.
San Lorenzo.
That the Mexican team?
San Lorenzo, yeah. So they their ultras, their fans are amazing. We'll put the video up as well.
Mhm.
Like their atmosphere, it's like the whole stadium is singing.
Yeah.
And you know how South Americans are, like
Yeah.
they're very passionate and all that.
Especially when it comes to the
Um,
singing part. I love the singing part. They do it in Turkey as well. It's so
It
mad.
comes like the way they were singing, it was in rhythm.
Mm.
And you had the South American drums playing
yeah.
and all that. It just felt like a football game. Like it was
Yeah.
amazing. That's one game I want to experience. Obviously, Boca River as well. But yeah, I wanted to bring up San Lorenzo because they just popped up on TikTok.
Yeah.
Because I was watching ultras and whatnot.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
just going through, different types of ultras.
His team's not good enough.
No, my team's
He's
good.
looking
Man.
for another team.
I'm talking about
Honestly.
United.
No, team's good. No, Ike is good. Atmosphere's amazing.
Talking about United,
in
mate.
Athens.
Talking about
United's, I don't even want to talk about them. But yeah, no, San Lorenzo. Shout out the San Lorenzo Ultras. I don't know
Yeah.
what they're called, but amazing atmosphere.
Yeah.
So
Hey, look, I love, no matter what, overseas, the fans, I love them no matter what because they're passionate. They're there for a reason. They go to
100%.
the games. I will always remember at times when I go to these Turkish League games where before the game kicks off, or even if you see Galatasaray, whenever Icardi scores, they play a girl's song.
Yeah, yeah,
sing
yeah.
years. They play her song. And then the crowd just, it cuts off and then the crowd sings it out afterwards. It's so beautiful. Like having that, you can't even have that here.
Nah.
You know what I mean? You can't have the crowd singing like
they
that.
try to do the Wanderers are trying to do the name. You know how when someone scores and they go
Yeah.
Barello, like
Yeah, I
they
have
were
seen the
trying to-
Boyna ones. I love those ones. Like
It
Man
was-
City does that really
They
well.
they tried to do that at Western Sydney. It didn't work
Mm.
because there was like 10 people that were saying the name. Like you couldn't hear it. But I think a lot of that, I'm going a bit off topic, but a lot of that here in Australia is the reason why the authorities
Mm.
don't want it to happen. The government doesn't want it to happen.
Yeah.
Like they've cut off. There was like just last week, it was on 7 News and they were talking about Melbourne Victory fans lighting flares
Oh,
on
yeah.
the streets and all that. I don't know if you guys saw
I
it.
saw
We'll put
that.
it up as well.
Yeah.
The nitpicking from the media is
Yeah.
just horrendous. But when an AFL guy
Does something.
does something,
Yeah. No
I
problem.
think they brought, I don't know, they brought weapons into an AFL game or rugby league. I can't remember. I go, hang on a second. Where's the media here?
Exactly.
50 blokes light flares in Melbourne streets and bringing atmosphere. And there was nothing happen. No, nothing wrong. No one got attacked. Nothing.
Yeah. Well,
And all that.
that's why if you look at it, I think when the Women's World Cup was here, it was still dead, in my opinion. It was dead.
Yeah.
But imagine if the World Cup was here. What is Australia going to do with all the fans that's populating with flares and so? What are they going to do?
Our prisons will be very full.
Exactly. Exactly.
No, I think that's we live in a. I'm sorry to say, we live in a nanny state. We live in
Yeah,
a
we
nanny,
do.
nanny
Yeah.
country.
I always
don't
said
do
Australia's
this, don't
safe.
do that. You can't do this. You can't do that.
Yeah. Australia's full of
Regardless if it's football or not, you can't do this. You can't. We live in a look. I love this country.
that. It's safe. That's why I always said Australia
it's
is safe.
It's
Yeah.
given us so much in life,
Yeah.
but I think they need to just turn it down a bit when it comes to sport and passion.
Turn it down.
Literally, no.
Put the
'cause
level
it's-
from hard to the medium.
Yeah, no. It's just
They just got to ease off.
It's
Yeah.
Just got to give us a bit of space to breathe.
Leniency.
just to give some passion to the game. Like no one gets hurt and whatnot. People, it causes more problems and more, fights and all that if you have that restriction. Like, if you don't do this, if you do this, you're gonna get arrested or whatever. Like, look, whatever happens, happened. Like that's just life. That's football.
But you know what
Yeah.
it needs? It needs like a crazy, like an FA or Australia Cup final
Mm.
where you've got an NPL team and an A League team or
Mm.
Well, Sydney
I don't
United, MacArthur, Sydney
Yeah.
United in the NPL. They got the best supporters in the NPL.
Mm.
They brought thousands
Yeah.
behind the goals.
Yeah.
We'll put that up as well. Outnumbered MacArthur, who was an A-League team.
Yeah.
So it just goes to show,
Mm.
there is passion here in this country. There is clubs that want to show their passion,
100%.
but the authorities and the government is not allowing that.
No.
So we need to bring that back, obviously in a safe way.
Yeah.
I'm not saying go smash someone's head in with a glass bottle. No. No need for hooliganism
Only
and
in
all that.
England.
No need for like the hooligan stuff.
No.
I'm talking
Just the
about
passionate part of the
passion
football.
and ultras. Like let's
in the
bring-
games.
In the games.
Yeah. 100%.
A bit of flares won't hurt. Have a safe space where you can just light your flares. In an MLS,
Yeah.
they do a safe space where you
Oh,
light
really?
safety flares.
So American.
No, but
so American.
no, but look at the as much as we can bag the MLS, look at their supporters.
No, they have a whole bunch
They
of
come in
fans, man.
thousands.
Yeah, they're good. They're fine.
So-
Don't get me wrong. Messi's made it more entertaining as well. Bringing high-profile players has made it entertaining.
Yeah.
But look,
They
America's
bring
big.
numbers.
They're big numbers.
Yeah.
People bring numbers
Yeah.
compared to
That's a
here.
question, yeah.
And you can't really say we can't really say because Australia has different type of codes. America's battling with the NBA,
Yeah.
MLB,
Yeah.
Major League Baseball,
NFL,
hockey.
and hockey's big there.
Yeah.
Hockey is very big. NBA right now is playing playoffs. I'm enjoying it right now. I'm watching it myself.
So
here.
Australia, what do we got? Rugby league and cricket and AFL.
Yeah.
All right,
Cricket even
AFL is
on.
probably
but
the-
hold on, cricket is only when Australia's playing cricket.
exactly.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
it's only international.
But
the
it
NRL
still gets more coverage. For some reason,
It's cricket.
this guy's dying over here.
We'll cut it out.
He's had enough.
It's the number one sport in Australia. Cricket.
Yeah.
Or used to be.
Yeah,
Very, very long time
That's
ago.
true.
Real question for you guys, yeah? So obviously we spoke about the flares. Is it more dangerous to give fans flares
Mm.
or to have those big flame shooting thingamajiggies?
What's the flame shooting thing?
You know you know how they got the flares behind the goals?
Mm.
Yeah.
So I've gone to a couple of like
They stick it and then you just pull it and it goes.
and then
Okay.
the fires go off.
I'd rather have flares.
Look, I rather have flares,
Of
but
course.
I see where they're coming from, where they just put it in one like area, so you don't have to take it out. And there's a lot of people I've seen in Australia they do it. They've chucked the flares on the field.
Yeah.
Like
But
I've
that
seen
happens
it happen,
everywhere.
but
Yeah, but that's just out of anger.
that's just
You got that one
like
person.
if we can stop that and control like not throwing flares on the field or just what I would do if I was the FA,
Mm.
I would allow flares and just have buckets just
Mm.
ready to put the flares in the buckets.
When you're
That's
done.
it. When
That's
you're
it.
done.
Yeah.
Like bring atmosphere. Imagine bringing flares back in the A League.
Yeah.
Massive. But use them for a good purpose.
Yeah. So like you can turn around and go to those ultras and go, hey, look, you can flare, like you can use the flare.
flares, yeah.
Just don't affect the game because the smoke does affect the game. It delays it.
Yeah.
But try to do it in a nice manner. And then when you're done, put it in the bucket. That's it. Finished.
That's it.
Or they can even put nets up behind the goal. A
But
couple
what's
of
Oh, yeah,
stadiums
so you can
have
stop
them.
it.
You
Yeah,
put
yeah,
a
that's
net
true.
behind the goal because look, the thing is, people are still crazy.
Yeah.
They'll
They'll find a way.
There was a goalkeeper many years ago who got hit with a flare in
The
the head.
bucket. Yeah, even
know?
the bucket. It was a Melbourne City.
I'm not talking about the A League. I'm talking about like
In
overseas.
Oh, I'm talking about
Yeah.
victory when
Hit him with a bucket.
Melbourne City keeper got hit in
Oh
the
my
head with a
God.
bucket.
Or when Danielle was picked up the banana.
And it was the Melbourne. It was the Melbourne Derby. He ate it in the end.
Yeah, I know you ate it. That's a good help.
He takes the joke. You know what I mean? Look, it is
But,
racist
yeah,
and whatever.
People are going to do crazy things.
Yeah.
There are other ways to manage it.
but go about it. Yeah.
Mm.
Well, bring back the ultras. That's all I say. We need atmosphere in Australia. We need a lot of
100%.
that.
100%.
That's when you bring the passion back.
Yeah.
Because once people start seeing that,
yeah.
you know,
Yeah, and then if we had a game, guys, come around. Don't be afraid.
bring a flare too.
Bring a flare or two, and then we'll go celebrate all together. Welcome back, guys, to the Total Football Talk Show. Today, of course, is now the quiz off or total face off. I did bring a trophy just so people can feel rewarded.
How was he in the grand final?
I don't know. No. Don't let it go, mate. Let it go. All right. Now,
I got my trophy.
don't worry
there.
about over here. This is just an old trophy, but we'll just twist it around and have nothing on it. Okay. So yeah, as always, your buzzers. So if you want to test it out first.
It's truth, mate.
Oh,
I couldn't agree more.
straight out, mate. Val versus Ali. Now, today's questions are obviously random as round one, and then it's obviously questions on clubs, and then riddles on clubs or players. Okay, so we'll start with round one. Alrighty, so question one: who scored the fastest hat trick in the Premier League history? Ali?
Sadio Mane.
Correct. How did you not get that? That's the easiest one, to be honest. That's a point for Ali.
Can we end it there? Can we just end it
Yeah,
there?
let's end the show. Thanks for watching, guys.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Ali has finally won. Alrighty. Question two. Hands on buzzers, guys. No. Hands on the side of the buzzers. Which Brazilian player was known as the white Pele? Come on, guys.
Kaka.
No. Incorrect.
Oh,
Please hold while the call is transferred.
Which player? Who's
Can't
Brazilian?
ask a friend this time.
Which Brazilian player?
I don't need to. I know what the answer is.
Which Brazilian player was known as the white Pele?
Trying to think of a white Brazilian.
5, 4.
I
I can give you a hint. Can I give him a hint?
No.
Can I give him a hint?
No.
No hints. I have to guess, and then you can give us hints.
Okay.
The only white Brazilian that I can think of that isn't Kaká
Mm-hmm.
is literally Juninho.
Incorrect.
Pato.
Incorrect.
What?
I'll give you one more. Go for
No
it.
way.
Come on.
No,
I could give you. I could give a hint.
Round 2, we get hints. I
Oh,
said give
okay.
us a hint, and then he jumped on it.
All right, go.
You want a
Yeah,
hint?
hint.
He's in FIFA.
Oh, fuck.
He is
Zico.
okay. He's obviously an icon FIFA or EAFC 25.
Zico.
Who was that?
Zico.
Yeah, correct.
Didn't
Zico
know
is
that.
correct.
No.
Are we giving that, guys?
We'll give it to him.
Okay, we'll give
2-0.
it. So 2-0.
Wow.
Yeah, you had 2 guesses.
Wow.
So I've got my
That's
second
true.
guess.
That's true.
Two-
Fair,
2-0,
fair.
yeah.
That's fine.
Alright.
Just don't. Next, guys. It's just a quiz off.
2-0, 2-0 on aggregate.
I
yeah?
see how it is. Yeah, when the trophy is there, presented. Ali.
We'll turn the
starts
tie
performing.
around. Don't worry about it.
Ali's performing when the trophy's there. So
Yeah,
there's
no
a little
way.
something to play for. Who scored the first ever goal in the World Cup history? Golden goal, sorry. Who scored the first ever golden goal in the World Cup history?
World Cup?
Yeah, World Cup history. First ever golden goal.
We're talking a very, very long time ago when they had golden goal.
I can tell you the year.
What?
1998.
Ronaldo phenomenal.
Incorrect.
I was.
You gonna say
I
that?
love how you're taking the guesses. I would have guessed.
I can tell you it was against Paraguay.
Ah.
I'm gonna go with Maradona.
In
Maradona.
1998.
bro,
I can't
98.
think of anyone. I don't know.
I think you wouldn't guess it because of the
No.
guy's position. His name is Laurent Blanc.
Oh.
There
Laurent
you go.
Blanc.
Defender,
Golden goal.
yeah.
France versus Paraguay, 1998.
Ah.
Golden
By
goal.
now, you
scored.
should know. If I'm not gonna know the answer, I'm just gonna drop a random name.
Yeah. I don't-
At least be logical.
No logic, man.
You know,
Just
it's
act
good.
like you know. You're
Okay.
like, oh,
A
yeah.
1950 player scored this
Yes.
goal.
With
Ronaldo,
his hand.
CR7.
With his hand.
I was like, I'm like CR7. What? All right. Question 4. Which striker holds the record for the most headed goals in the Premier League history?
Tim Cahill?
Incorrect. Alani?
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Incorrect.
Oh my god.
Didier Drogba.
Incorrect.
Fuck.
You got one more, Ali.
I'll get one more guess. Who likes to use
I
his head?
said his name in the last episode, but it was an incorrect answer. That's my hint.
Yeah, but see, I'm thinking about he played for Chelsea.
No.
But okay, I like that. Because
Headed goals.
Headed, yeah. He has very good head.
Look, I was gonna say Eto, but obviously
Eto, who
Yeah.
barely played in the Premier League.
I know.
He just played 2 games in the
Two
Premier.
years. 2 seasons, that's
I
it.
don't care.
Um,
The answer?
Yeah, no, I don't know.
The answer is the guy who does the...
No?
He does the robot as a celebration.
Peter Crouch.
Peter Crouch.
No
Really?
way.
Yeah, Peter
Oh, you
Crouch.
know what?
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what?
come on, bro. It's
Being the
Peter
tallest
Crouch.
guy.
Tallest guy,
Yeah.
bro. Of course, it's Peter Crouch, bro. Come on.
How many headers did he score?
I don't know. It doesn't say here. And name the producer.
Before we continue, funny story. There was a video on Facebook where there was like a long ass pole.
Yeah.
It was like a stadium pole. And there was a cover on top. And then one of the guys started recording. He's like, "Rest in peace, Peter
Peter
Crouch."
Crouch. Oh my god.
It was long.
I see that one. I see that one.
Wow. Alrighty, so question 5. So
Yeah,
there's
so
6
it's
questions in
2-0.
total.
Oh, God, this is my shittest round.
Val's luck is running out, guys.
The game's gone.
So it's 2-0. Alrighty. So who scored the final goal of the 2014 World Cup?
Mario Götze.
Ooh.
Correct.
3-0.
Ali's on a roll. Did
You
you
know-
did you take something
This
before
is
we came?
this is
20?
this is like a Spurs United final.
Straight up.
You said 2020,
Straight,
and I
simple
was like,
questions, but terrible
I went
performance.
to hit it. I'm like,
Yeah.
wait. I was gonna say Andre Iniesta, and then you're like 2014, and I was like,
yeah.
thank God I waited.
Bro,
Yeah.
the winning streak's going now.
Yeah. It's the
It's
trophy.
alright.
There's
There's
still,
still,
trophy
there's
effect.
still another 12
Oi,
questions.
It's the trophy effect when you want to win a trophy for the what? Oh, it's the year of
The bird.
the bird.
Look, this is what happened, right?
Or we saying Ali's a bird
Napoli,
now.
Napoli's won Serie A.
Yeah.
Bologna won the cup.
Yeah, I know. That's why we know.
Okay. Tottenham won a trophy.
Yeah. Liverpool won the league.
Liverpool won the league.
Yeah. But yeah.
Right. So it's a season of wonders.
Yeah, I know. Kane won a trophy.
Kane won a trophy. It's a season
Alright,
of wonders.
last question for this round. Who is the only player to score a hat trick in both the UEFA Champions League final, UEFA Champions League, and the FIFA World Cup within the same season?
Only Cristiano Ronaldo is capable of doing something like that.
Incorrect. The year is 22-23. So who scored
Oh,
a
wow.
hat trick in the same year? Okay, in Champions League and the and FIFA World Cup. Think of it. Think deeply.
22-23.
Yeah. World Cup. It's actually very easy. Very easy.
Muller?
No.
Um,
I'm not going to give you guys this one.
no hints.
No, I'm saying I'm not going to give you the points.
Well, he's 22, 23.
2022 and 23 season. Okay. Scored a hat trick in both Champions League and FIFA World Cup.
I think Messi was still playing up. No, he wasn't. He was at PSG.
Come on, guys.
Oh. Mbappe.
Yeah, it's Mbappe.
Yeah.
But I'm not giving that.
What?
Yeah, because you guys already answered twice. And then you answered. So if he answered it. Okay,
No.
producer said
No,
we
no,
give it a
No.
point.
You said you're not going to give that point.
But we have to listen
That's
to the
the
point.
point.
No, it's 2-0.
2-0 or 3-0?
It's 3-1.
Is it 3-0?
3-1.
3-1.
3-0.
We have to go based on producer or she'll kill us.
3-1.
Okay.
What? Since when do we give points for free?
We gave one
You're
last
up
week.
3-0. Be
You
happy.
gave a point.
Last week we gave Val a point.
So we're just donating points to Val now.
Nah.
They need a million supporters.
Well, you know what it is. Yeah, they need it. True. All right, round 2, guys.
I'm willing to forfeit because of there's a trophy here at United.
No. Oh, turbulence, earthquake. We have to finish it off here, guys. All right, round 2, guys. It's questions on clubs. Okay, so it's based on clubs.
This is where the tides will turn.
We'll see. Which club has been relegated from the Premier League the most times?
Leeds.
Incorrect.
But this is obviously a team that goes up and down. a
No shit.
lot. They win, and then they come back down. Is it Wolves?
No,
No?
incorrect. You want to go again? We can go again. You can go for a guess.
Middlesbrough.
Incorrect.
No, I'm done.
Southampton.
Incorrect.
Damn it.
The answer is Norwich City.
Oh wow.
If you think of it,
haven't
Norwich
seen him
City,
in
yeah,
ages.
yeah, they've done that.
Where are they now?
I've got no clue.
I think they got relegated to League One.
I think so. Okay. Question 2. Which club from Turkey completed a historic unbeaten domestic league season in 2020 and 2021 season? I don't know who got that. Yeah.
I did. I'm just gonna go with Galatasaray.
Incorrect.
Trabzonspor.
Incorrect.
Fenerbahce.
Incorrect.
What?
I can give you this now if you get it, because he guessed it. Come on, you.
Just
It's
there's
not
only
hard.
one. There's only one other team.
Besiktas.
Yeah, Besiktas. There
Really?
you go.
They went
Yeah.
undefeated.
So Besiktas won the double that season, but went unbeaten in 1991. No club completed an unbeaten 2021. This question's a curveball. Wow, but they did go unbeaten
3-2?
in 1991.
3-2 now?
It's 3-1
Okay.
technically. but
Technically
it's okay.
3-1, but we'll keep it like that. 3-2. Alrighty, question 3, guys. What is the only team to win the UEFA Champions League 3 times in a row in the modern era? And what years as well? You got to tell me the years. Okay. I don't know who got that. Rock, scissors, paper. Rock, scissors, paper.
You know
Rock,
what?
scissors, paper.
Because he pressed it first.
Oh, you did?
Oh, did I?
Oh,
Alright.
okay.
Real Madrid,
Yeah, so Real Madrid, yep.
16, 17, 18.
Correct. Okay, that's good. So it's tied now, guys. Dun, dun, dun. Question 4. Dirt. Which club won the Champions League in 1991 and has not returned to a final since? No one's going to guess.
Champions League.
Yeah.
Go.
I'm gonna take a wild guess and say Nottingham.
Incorrect.
Yeah, it's not a Premier League team.
Marseille.
Incorrect. I'll give you guys
one more
another
guess
go.
each.
Yeah, go
One
for
more
it.
guess each.
Do we get a hint? This team is not.
No,
in
if
the
you give a
Premier
hint, I
League.
think
This
it's
is
too,
not
too
a-
obvious.
This is not a.
It's not a Premier League, La Liga. It's not
Yeah.
a. It's
Okay,
not a
okay,
team
that's
that
fine,
you
that's fine,
think.
that's
And like, if I say another hint,
No.
I can't.
Oh, I
that's it,
know,
that's
I
it,
know.
that's it.
I know. I think I know
That's
the
it.
team. Yeah.
But there you go.
So they didn't play in the Champions League final.
They've won.
They
They
won
won
the
the Champions League in
final.
1991, but they never returned to a final ever
Yeah,
since.
I know which team it is.
I'm gonna go with Ajax.
Incorrect.
Red Star.
Yes, correct.
It's
You
Venom.
got that one. Good one. Yeah.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, do you guys remember that time when I guessed?
Yeah, no.
Okay, so what's that for? 3? Oh shit! The comeback is on.
3-3.
Oh yeah, 3.
We have an
yeah,
extra
yeah.
point of our.
All right, ready? Which club did Lionel Messi score his first UEFA Champions League goal against?
Ooh, this one's a hard one. We're going way back.
2005, be in mind. 20 years ago.
I can tell you it wasn't Chelsea because
He
Peter
never
Crouch
scored.
No, he ended up scoring against
Eventually at the end.
Eventually
but
at the end,
even- yeah, but
First goal.
his
in
first
Champions League.
ever
First
goal in Champions
Champions
League.
League. Wow.
No one's gonna get it.
I'll guess.
Hmm.
It was definitely not a top 5 league team. That's for sure.
Is that your answer?
I'm just gonna say Monaco.
Incorrect.
I'm gonna say Inter Milan.
Incorrect.
Give us a hint.
It's it's not one of those big ass teams, you could say like that. And it's nothing to do with any of the La Liga, Premier League, Serie A.
Yeah, it's a shitty team. This team.
Yeah.
This team has probably not even been in Champions League in a long time.
Oh, so
I
Manchester
think
United.
so. I think so, yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I'll give
Wow.
up.
So I'm gonna get a guess because you don't want to guess.
I'm done.
I'm gonna go with.
Pass.
I'm just gonna randomly say the team. Frankfurt.
No, incorrect.
Hmm?
It is
Panathinaikos. No
Panathinaikos.
way.
Yeah. A great team. We picked that on purpose. Yeah, his first goal. That was for you, Val.
Wow.
All right, this next
Didn't
question.
know that. He scored. I know he scored in 2010.
But
when they played him.
2005.
Funny enough, Panathinaikos played Barca in 2010.
Mm.
That was when Barca was smoking hot.
Yeah. 09 and 10, yeah.
Sydney Govou. Who remembers
Yeah,
Govou?
Oh,
I know
wow.
Govou. We all know Govou.
He played for Panathinaikos, scored the goal.
Yeah.
I think they lost 5-1 in the end.
It's a consolation goal.
No, he scored first.
No.
Panathinaikos were 1-0 up.
Barca scored
Alright.
5 consolation goals.
5 consolation goals, right? That's how it is. Alrighty. Last question for the round, guys. Okay. Which Iraqi football club holds the most domestic league titles?
I have no idea. Do you know what? Because I actually do.
Was that
not
the question
watch-
though?
Yeah.
I do not watch the Iraqi league. I do not support the Iraqi league. Oh, the corruption in that league is insane.
But the way it's bracketed,
okay.
it's funny as
What
hell.
shape
So-
is the soccer ball there?
I don't even think it's round. But
Give me a name.
Al.
Al what? Al what?
Al Iraqi fuck.
Al Messi.
How many teams are there? 4?
No, they've got. Damn it. Okay.
Just give me a name. You might get it.
No.
Do you know any Iraqi teams?
I know Val got
do.
no clue. I swear, if you said some random shit, you probably guess it right. I don't know.
No, I don't know.
Qawa Jawiya?
How do you spell that? Say it again.
Is the last word Jawiya?
Yeah, it is. He actually got it.
Really?
He actually got it. Al was it Al Qawa?
Qawa Jawiya.
Joya Air Force Club. It's called.
Yeah.
Air Force Club.
Jawiya.
He got it at least.
Are they sponsored by Nike?
Producer, you got it.
Funny story. So when I went to Iraq in 2010, I know my uncle knows someone who plays at that club.
Yeah.
But because my stay there was very short,
Yeah.
we couldn't organize not a trial, but
Yeah.
for me to go train with the guys.
Oh wow.
That would have been
Hey, look, you
Really,
know what?
really.
If it wasn't for that, you would have never got this answer.
Yeah.
Tied the game.
for all.
That's good. So technically, I gave both you guys a cultural, like a, you could say.
You gave him one about his club.
Oh,
Well, he's
yeah,
not his club,
yeah.
but his
Well, either way.
rivals.
That's an insult.
Oh.
I hate that club.
That's all. I was going to say, Val, you really hate this club. And you were like saying, oh, it's a really shit
That's why I
club.
didn't know
I
what
was
it
like,
was.
yeah, for you, yeah. Alrighty, round 3. Riddles and clubs and players. So based on either clubs or players, okay? So this is where you have to put your mind into it. From Munich's might I did arise, a German war so strong and wise. A sweeper once, I changed the role, with elegance, control, and soul. Who am I?
Lothar Matthäus.
Incorrect. I got so excited for that one.
Murdersucker.
No.
I don't
incorrect.
know. I don't know. I'm
This
just
is a
guessing.
player who played.
For Bayern.
From Munich's might, I did arise. A German war, so strong and wise. A sweeper once, I changed the role.
I know
With
exactly who it
elegance,
is.
control, and
I know
soul.
exactly who it is.
And
Yeah.
if you can't get it, I'll give it to Phil. Yeah. Or I don't give it at all, guys.
Okay.
I have a big hint for this one, but I can't say.
No. I know who it is.
I'm just gonna say Franz Beckenbauer.
Correct.
Fuck. I knew I was gonna say it, bro. Oh my god.
Correct, Franz Beckenbauer.
You know
The
what?
Kaiser,
Do
the
you wanna know
Kaiser,
what?
the Kaiser.
Shout out Nick R2.
Nick won the full market because of him,
I
eh?
was watching a video and someone packed Beckenbauer,
Beckenbauer.
and I remember
The
seeing the
Kaiser.
It
German
was, I
flag.
was like,
Kaiser.
he's not gonna guess it, and then I was like,
I did this, yeah.
But the reason I guessed Matthäus was because he played.
Yeah, I know. But if you look, like when I read it again, you have to listen to it
yeah,
carefully.
I know.
5-4.
5-4. Riddle 2. A Spanish knight with Catalan grace. I rule the game with Silky's pace. Now I lead with tactics tight. In sky blue, I fight the fight. I don't know who got that.
Chubby.
Incorrect.
Guardiola.
Guardiola.
Oh, sky blue.
In sky blue, I fight the fight. Shit, he's going through, man. What's going on? Alrighty. Yeah, so Guardiola was the answer there. This one, I like this one, but it just depends on your ball knowledge. Well, not football knowledge, but you based on FIFA knowledge as well. Okay. Born in Brazil. That's it. No, I'm joking. That's it. But war number 10. A magician who played for Zenit then.
Who?
Zenit.
Oh, Zenit.
Socrates.
Incorrect.
Oh, damn it.
My dribbles and flair lit up the pitch, yet off the field, drama often did stitch. Who am I?
Oh,
Hulk.
Correct. It's Hulk. Classic,
He
bro. I loved
married, he
Hulk.
married his
partner, the
Partner,
sister
the
or
s-
something. Yeah,
the
something
sister.
like that.
Her
Mum
niece,
or
her
Or the
something.
mum.
No,
Niece, yeah, it was a
married
niece,
the
yeah.
Oh, the niece, yeah.
He married his partner's niece.
Sweet,
When
bro.
he said
I loved
Zenit,
it.
and I was
Zenit,
like,
babe.
and I was like,
Zenit,
shit.
babe.
I remembered Blue, I remembered Hulk, and I was like,
What did he say? Who did he say?
He's Socrates. Completely like out of the left.
no,
there.
because he
Yeah, I know.
Back in it, boys. 6'5". Come on.
6-5. We've got
This is
3
what-
questions left, guys. See if we can tie the game. And the next question, especially. I played where dragons meet the tide. My home grounds, small but fans have pride. I shocked the world in 2004, but my country,
Greece.
Greece, my country still craves a bit more. Which
oh,
We're winning the World Cup next year.
2004
telling you.
Euros.
Yeah. That's right.
So it's tied. Now, last 2 questions, guys. Tied game, eh? Someone really wants this trophy today. Alrighty. Penultimate question.
Because we gave him a point for free. But it's okay.
I never held the captain's band, yet ruled midfield across the land. A French maestro, silent and wise, known for assists that mesmerize. Who am I?
Wasn't a captain.
Pogba?
Oh, incorrect.
Kante?
Incorrect. You know what? I'm not even giving you guys because we'll leave it to the last one. Last question. But the answer for that.
You can't.
Oh, you want to get it? Okay. Producers isn't allowing it, guys. The producers isn't allowing you guys have another go.
There's no way.
Midfielder.
I never held the captain's band, yet ruled midfield across the land. A French maestro, silent and wise, known for assists that mesmerize. I knew this answer straight away. I'm pushing for time, guys. I'm pushing for time.
Give us a hint.
Too weird. I have a lot of ways of saying this, but it's too easy if I say the hint. I could tell you which teams he played for, but that's too
No.
easy.
Is he modern or?
Oh, I wouldn't say modern. No,
Look,
past his time.
because look, Zidane wore the captain's armband, but I'm gonna say Zidane anyway.
Incorrect.
Yeah.
Alavel.
I don't know.
Don't know. His name, so I'll give the hint now, but you won't get the point. He played for Chelsea and he played for Real Madrid.
Makelele.
Makelele.
Oh.
Claude Makelele.
He was a good player, man.
He was an
All
amazing
right,
player.
Chelsea as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Mourinho had headaches with him, apparently.
Apparently, yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking wanker. The special one. Free. You know what this means? I grab your nose.
Oh, my God.
Alrighty.
Do you want to
Final
call it a draw?
question.
No.
Final question, guys.
Okay.
This one,
I gave you
Honestly-
the option to possibly win.
you should get it. Someone should get this because it's actually the riddle tells you all. Okay? So, if anything, first one on the buzzer, really. You won't find me in Serie A's top 3. But I've worn purple proudly, can't you see? Batistuta once roamed my ground. In Florence, my passion renowned. Which club am I?
Gilardino?
Incorrect. Come on, Ali.
Repeat it.
No way.
But no way, no one got this,
We're
but-
not going to get this.
You won't find me in Serie A's top 3, but I've worn purple proudly, can't you see? Batistuta once roamed my ground. In Florence, my passion's renowned. Which club am I?
Club or player?
Club. I said club.
Fiorentina.
You didn't say Fiorentina.
I said, I thought you said player. Because
Yeah, but-
Gilardino played for Fiorentina.
Fiorentina.
Fiorentina, you just gave the answer. Ali.
Was it his
No,
guess?
when he said purple.
Yeah.
When he
I
said
put the
purple,
buzzer and I
yeah.
said Fiorentina.
No, you
No,
said something
you
else.
said Gilardino.
First
Yeah,
one.
but then didn't he guess?
No,
Oh.
but
So-
I knew it was Fiorentina because I remember seeing.
But
Yeah,
it was the
yeah,
most
no,
easiest
no,
thing.
it's
As soon as I
purple,
said
yeah, yeah.
purple,
No,
I'm
I
like, how
thought
did
you
you
were
guys not get
player.
that?
I got confused.
nah, I said which club at the end. I said which club.
Anyways.
I offered
So-
you a draw, so
so
you
let's
can
just-
hold the trophy, and you said no. So you made a very
So
foolish decision.
let's just pass
And
this
then
on to Ali.
I will
Okay,
claim.
Ali has defined.
Ali has
There's
chucked
the
to
fun.
Tottenham,
He's
where
done
he's
at
lost
Tottenham.
every game in the season. And
And
it
now
comes
he's-
down to the final.
Look at that.
You know
the
what?
curse is breaking.
I will
Look
say.
at it.
I will say. We gave him a point as well. We gave him an advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? And look where we are.
But look at it now, man. Like, it's the year of trophy droughts.
I told you, it's the year of surprises.
Surprises. And Ali has won it.
Technically, it's like the own goal of Tottenham. I gave him that.
You gave him that.
So,
oh, my God.
Hey,
That's
you know
true.
what you should do? Put a picture of Ange right next to me right here.
That's it.
beautiful.
Alrighty. How do you feel, Val?
Look, we build for next year,
We build for next year.
next season.
Next
Pre-season
season.
starts
Yeah.
early,
So next week.
straight into the training ground,
Okay.
Yeah, I think you should.
and we'll be back stronger. I'll definitely have a treble
Well-
here next season.
Well, it'll be me next week against Ali. So I will dethrone him.
Technically, it's battle for third place.
Well,
What do you
yeah.
mean?
Well, we'll see.
We'll see.
We'll leave it to the comments.
We'll see. All right, guys. I think we had a very lovely chat today.
Yeah.
We shared some beautiful experiences
Yep.
at the fields. We got to speak about one of the best clubs of ancient football and their rise from their fall from the top.
Wait, I'm so confused. I'm like, is he talking good
Yeah,
things about
you know.
United, or is he
No,
talking
no,
about good
never.
things
I'm
about
trolling.
Tottenham? I was so
I'm
confused.
But Tottenham hadn't won a trophy in a very long time. They
Mhm.
won, and yeah, I won one today as well. So thank you for your love and support.
Yep.
I appreciate.
Before
you
we go,
guys.
one more thing. Next week, special episode.
Yep.
George Timotheo,
Correct.
who'll be joining us.
Yes.
Former Schalke player as well.
Yeah.
Played
Can't wait
in
for that.
the under 20s as well. Schalke made an appearance in Bundesliga.
Can't wait. Stay tuned for that, guys.
He'll tell us everything.
100%. We'll be having that conversation with him, of course,
Alright.
if in there. But yeah, stay tuned, guys. Obviously, if you put your notifications on the bell, of course, for within YouTube, then you'll get notified when we do release that episode. Stay in tune with our TikTok, our Instagram. We do post our shorts in there. Any controversial shorts that we'll put in there as well. So Liverpool fans come at us again. Shout out to Case as well. He's actually a Liverpool supporter that disagreed with us on that Liverpool take that we did, and I don't care. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and see you guys later.
See you in the next one, guys. Peace out.